What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. My next topic, I want to get into this new interview Young Thug just dropped. His first since he was released from jail. And I believe we are witnessing the evolution of Young Thug. Now listen, let's be real. When Young Thug touched down for his first interview, everybody had assumptions and everybody had opinions. But what we got something far more valuable than gossip. We got a portrait of growth, a living testimony of what happens when a man walks through fire and comes out the other side stronger. Thug talked about his early days with Leo Cohen, one of the most powerful music executives in the game. He admitted something a lot of grown men might struggle to admit. He said even when he got cool with Leo, he still didn't understand some of the things he was doing back then. But now he gets it. And I know it's easy to harbor resentment when you're young and you don't understand all the moves that's happening around you. But it takes a real man to say, maybe I didn't see it then, but I understand it now. That is not weakness, that's wisdom. Thug showed that right out the gate. Thug didn't just talk about understanding the game. He talked about how he's trying to change it. When he was asked if he runs his label differently, Thug didn't hesitate. He said, I don't really be taking money from my artists. I just like to help people. Now, when the topic of Gunna came up, something the world has been waiting to hear about, Thug stayed silent. His reply was, I don't know. And listen, that silence was loud. That silence spoke volumes. That silence said, I'm not here to air dirty laundry. I'm not here to feed the circus. I'm trying to move forward. That's a man protecting his peace even when the cameras are begging for controversy. And it didn't stop there either. Thug laid out the blueprint for what's next. His label, a sports agency, a movie, a documentary, a new clothing line. That's called diversifying your dream. That's called not letting your past define you, but letting it refine you. That ain't just about rapping no more. That's expanding. He's creating new paths for himself, his people, and his community. Even when the interviewer threw him a trick question about the NFL banning the nose wipe celebration, Thug stayed lighthearted and said, oh, wow, they can't wipe their nose? That's crazy. Then he moved right on. No bitterness, no anger, no unnecessary negativity, just a smile and a shrug and kept it moving. Young Thug is not the same man we met 10 years ago. He's been tested, he's been tried, and he's come back, it seems, a stronger man. Now he's focused on building and blessing. This interview was not about drama, it was not about beefs, it wasn't about who said what behind the scenes. This interview was about vision. It was about purpose. It was about reminding the world that mistakes don't have to be the final chapter. Pain doesn't have to be the end of the story. You can heal, you can grow, you can transform, and you can still be great. Young Thug, I salute you, because in a world where too many rappers only celebrate the money, you stood up and showed us what change looks like, even discussing changing the messaging in your music. I salute that. To me, you earned more than a second chance. You earned respect. Like, comment, subscribe, Established Rich. We'll be back with another one. Peace.